I'm Sally Noble, the owner of the Foundry in Northampton bar. We like to call ourselves an espresso bar, not just a cafe. Our specialty is a nice, rich, dark espresso roast, as well as our own Foundry blend, which is 3 parts French roast and a part Viennese. A little bit darker than the typical roasts you might find available in Northampton right now. We also specialize in bottled beer selection, and we're hoping to upgrade to a draft system soon in the fall. It's kind of hard to sum it all up. I mean, we sort of let the architecture of the space be our departure point when designing the space. There's a lot of industrial touches, like exposed ductwork around and like open piping along the walls, as well as like a darker toned floor. So we sort of thought that sort of set the stage for a more industrial vibe. So that's where the Foundry kind of came along. And also because foundries are sort of a historical part of the area, like the steelworker town kind of vibe, we kind of thought that sort of tied in with the history of the valley. Our cold brew iced coffee has been our #1 best-selling product that we have here. It's a really smooth, goes down easy kind of cold brew iced coffee. There's absolutely no bitterness, and there's a little less caffeine because of the cold brewing process. So a lot of our regular customers have been enjoying that in the mornings. Some people come here to try something new. We have a couple signature beverages. We have like a spicy lemonade, and people see that on our sign outside and they're like, spicy lemonade, what's that? You know, gotta ask about that. And they get a sample and they can try something new. We also have a signature espresso beverage called the Foundry. It's a hot and cold espresso shot drink. So people who want to try something new definitely come here. We also get some students and professionals who work for themselves. So we get a lot of people working on their computers and doing like work meetings here. And we had a lot of student support when we first opened because I'm a Smith alum. So a lot of Smith students found out that I opened a shop, so they all came down to see. I'd say that in the morning it's more to-go customers, and then through the middle of the day we get our lunch rush of people who come in just for sandwiches and get back to work. And then we also have people who like to work here for a few hours on their computers. At night we get sort of a mixture. We get some people that are just, you know, it's really hot outside, they stop in for some iced tea or iced coffee. And then we also have some people who like to read or meet up with some friends, play cards and games and stuff like that. We like that there's sort of a community vibe here. We like to encourage people to like let the Foundry be their space, a space where they meet friends, bring their family. We always like it when we have a regular customer who comes in every morning, and then when their family's in from out of town, we like bring them in for lunch, you know? It's a good feeling that they feel comfortable enough here, and they know that myself and my boyfriend, who are here all the time, they're the owners, that they come in and they see a familiar face and they know they're going to see the owners when they walk in. Part of our motto is like, do you want your drink for here to go, as opposed to just throwing all the cups in paper cups to go. It sort of encourages, you know, you to stay and hang out for a while. It's also environmentally friendly. We try to do that as well. So I don't know, I guess we don't do anything specific to make people stay, but I guess the Wi-Fi is a draw too. It's a tough balance to strike. Especially in Northampton, there's so many students and professionals that want to hang out for a while. So I mean, we prefer that someone coming in to stay a while will buy a few different things and not just buy one thing, but that's generally what we hope for. So we still get a lot of new people. We have plenty of regulars, and I feel like it would be assumptive for me to say that we're already carved into the community. So we still have to win people over. We're hoping in the fall, when more people are ordering hot drinks and hot coffees, that all of our iced coffee drinkers will become hot coffee drinkers, and then it'll slowly become a thing where we have lots of standard regulars and lots of community support. We can get involved in town events that go on. There are a lot of like fall fitness runs and parades and things like that. Like, we hope that, you know, we can help support those types of things and help out with the bid and Chamber of Commerce. And I think maybe after a year I'd be able to say for sure that we feel more established and like interwoven into the community. I think it takes a little time. Well, we do offer bottled beers, and I have to say I'm a big beer geek and love to always try new beers. But for coffees, I'd have to say our iced coffee is my favorite because it's nice and light. It doesn't really matter what time of day it is. I could always go for a nice smooth cold brew.